President Ruto seems to be a mere joke to just about everyone he meets. Last month he was chased by the IMF boss. The other month he was chased by the World Bank boss. Now even in Tanzania, he's being roasted and his own democracy is being mocked by the evil woman in chief, Suluhu Hassan. Man, when will Kasongo ever catch a break? Anywho, be that as it may, in this video I want us to look into the different ways Suluhu has deployed to make mincemeat of Ruto in Tanzania. And so with no further ado, let's get after it. Number 1, President Ruto is notorious for launching ghost projects all over Kenya. He launched a university 5 times in Kisii, he pledged to build Nithi Bridge 3 times and has somehow never started, and he's exported this bad habit to Tanzania. And the fortunate thing for us is that Suluhu has no patience, and thus she has a rather easy time calling out the BS of other world leaders. Just listening to this.
Sasa tupokuwa tunaongea ndani kule, nilimbana Ruto, kaambia umekwenda kutangaza refinery Tanga, mbona mimi sijui? Asa atasema mwenyewe pale kwa nini katangaza.
Imagine lying at home and away. Kasongo needs to style up. Which refinery was he even talking about? Ambayo rais wa hiyo taifa ya Tanzania haijui. Can you go to somebody's house and announce that the last born is going to Alliance and the parents are not aware? This habit of false promises to your own citizens ndo ana export paka kule nje. Someone needs to stop this guy, or he just needs to do a self-intervention and change his ways. Otherwise hii aibu itaendelea na itakuwa mbaya siku moja. Number 2, we've had numerous stories of our people being mistreated in neighboring countries. For instance, Bob Njagi and Olo were wrongfully detained and punished by Museveni in Uganda for the crime of defending Bobi Wine. Again, Boniface Mwangi alinajisiwa in Tanzania by the government of the day. And yet, Suluhu pledged to continue quote-unquote disciplining the misbehaving Kenyans who cross the border. And believe it or not, she said it right in front of the president of Kenya. Here's the tip.
Leo tulikuwa tunazungumza na Rais Ruto asubuhi, sijui asubuhi mchana, maana amechelewa na yeye amekuja mchana. Tukaa tunazungumza jinsi ya kudeal na hawa watoto wetu watovu wa adabu wanaojiita nani hilo jina hao eti na wenyewe wanajifanya ni hao wa East Africa. Kwa hiyo popote wanakwenda kupigania democracy. Kwa hiyo wafanye fujo huku, wachome huku, wa disturb serikali zao. Nikamwambia Ruto, we have to send firm on this watovu wa adabu hao. Tusichague wa Tanzania au wa Kenya. Wakija kwangu na chapa mikwaju, wakija kwako chapa mikwaju, ili wakae sawa. Na hapo tutapata jumuiya ambayo ina watu wenye heshima na ina watu walionyooka. Neno democracy lisituchafulie nchi zetu wala mila zetu wala
Yet Ruto was there smiling, knowing full well that when Suluhu talks about disciplining misbehaving Gen Zs, haongelei mambo ya tilala chini upewe zako 10, haongei mambo ya detention for 1 or 2 weeks. She is talking about the things that Boniface Mwangi went through, and those who don't remember, this is the case.
They got me out, I was still handcuffed and blindfolded, and they told me to strip naked. Then they lifted me up. They lifted me up and tied me upside down. There's a photo I saw online about what they did to us. It's in my bag. You can distribute when I'm done talking. So we were put on upside position where my legs were up like this. My body's up. I'm stuck naked. And then they said, "Weka moto." So some guy put lubricant in my rectum, in my anus, and then started inserting objects. They insert objects and pull it out. I was screaming so hard, I couldn't even, there was no tears coming out because of how painful it was. And one of them said, put his hand in his mouth, so they put my hand in my mouth. Then they would tell me, stop screaming, the kids are sleeping. At that session is where they said they're going to rape Agatha. That guy called Mafua said he's going to rape Agatha.
And Ruto was just there smiling. Kunajisiwa is not a form of instilling discipline. It is a form of dehumanizing a fellow human being. And let Ruto not try that nonsense in Kenya. Hapa si Dar es Salaam, maandamano inaweza itwa any minute na inchi isimame. He should have told Suluhu Hassan on that stage, we understand the concept of disciplining our citizens. It is properly laid out in the constitution. Anything outside of that, we will not partake in it. Matters detention, matters kunajisi wengine, matters torture, we are not in that. That is the speech we'd have wanted to hear from President Ruto, so that the next time a Kenyan goes to Tanzania, naona kitu imfurahishi aseme, I don't like that. Asibebwe mbio mbio ende kufanyiwa kama Boniface Mwangi. They'll think twice and track back to that speech from our president. Lakini jamaa kwa hapo anapiga makofi, anacheka. Mudavadi is also there. The next time that happens to another Kenyan, who will defend us? We need a change of guard. This guy cannot be tamed. He's happy kuona Gen Zs wanafanyiwa hiyo maneno. He is happy to go and lie in foreign countries, making us look bad. Now Tanzanians believe Kenyans are liars. Hata ukienda utafute bibi Tanzania, huwezi mwambia hivi na hivi akubali kuingia box yako. Anaona tu wewe ni muongo kama rais wako. Sababu rais wako alikuja na uongo ya refinery, hata umekuja na uongo ya dowry na sijui nini. They cannot believe you. So something needs to be done, but at the end of the day, let me not get ahead of myself here. Let's see what Kenyans on X had to say about this, and I quote. Edwin Sifuna said, mama anasema tuchapwe mikwaju. Tutalinda demokrasia kama watoto watovu wa adabu. Alex said, they are in total panic. Mambo bado. Both are going to spend the rest of their lives at the ICC in Hague. We have also seen other dictators who thought they were untouchable. Susan Awino Dale said, that's what this meeting is all about. Ati demokrasia ni tofauti Uingereza na Afrika. They want to silence our voices for our rights. Mr. and Mrs. Shetani, you will burn in hell. Shetani ashindwe. Sisi ndo Sifuna. Omondi X said, these two illegitimate leaders are planning on Gen Z massacre. But let Kasongo be warned, juu Kenya siyo Tanzania. Akijaribu, he will not believe this time. Nyambane said, Suluhu Samia, huna adabu wewe mama. James Madara said, Tanzania si Kenya. Very mannerless president who thinks world can revolve around her. Times have changed. Even myself, I let my children speak to me so that we can reason. Wanugu said, Suluhu Samia, wewe mama hauna adabu kabisa. Kenyans. Kila saa unachokoza Gen Z wa Kenya, unatukana hao, alafu pia hao wakikutukana wewe unasema hawana adabu. William Ruto hawezi fuata mawaidha yako ya kijinga sababu anajua akijaribu unayomwambia tutaendea yeye ikulu tumngoe yeye kwa mamlaka. But what say you guys? Do drop me your comments section below and I'll do best to read them and to give you a response. So with that, here today's ads of the day. If you're still managing rentals using notebooks and caretakers, see how Joel Karangu Maina switched to a system that runs his 76 units automatically. Every month, caretakers traveled to his office with handwritten records. Balancing the math took hours. Payments never merged and tenants never got receipts. Then Joel switched to Bomahat, Kenya's award-winning property management software. Now payments update automatically, receipts go out via SMS, and every report is just one click away. He now runs all 76 units from his phone. No chaos, no confusion. Join hundreds of landlords doing the same. For more information, please call 0717-512-483 or visit www.bomahat.com.
Right now, I'm with my team headed to a client's house in Ruto for consultation. That is to take measurements of the windows, go through our catalog with the client, and then once they decide on the color and the fabric they want, we'll get busy sewing, and at long last, the curtains installation will be on us. So if you're looking for curtains, shears, curtain rods, curtain accessories, reach out to Phoenix Curtains and Interior Decor and we will sort you out. Call us on 0724 414153.
If you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula. Hit the subscribe button, you're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.